Acceptance of death. Eliana was a lively woman, known for her contagious smile and generosity. She spent her days helping others, always ready to listen and offer a hug. But on a rainy autumn day, Eliana received the news that no one expected. She had a terminal illness. With a heavy heart, Eliana faced the reality of her condition. Although she knew her time was running out, she decided to use her last days to connect even more with those she loved. She organized gatherings with friends and family, sharing stories, laughter, and tears. One night, while resting in her bed, Eliana felt a strange sensation, as if she were floating. Suddenly, her spirit detached from her body. She found herself hovering above, watching her room with serenity. The fear she initially felt was replaced by a deep calm. As she floated, Eliana realized her spirit was drawn to a radiant light. Intrigued, she followed the light, and as she approached, saw a scene that filled her with love. It was a place where people she loved, who had already passed away, were gathered. Her grandmother, her best friend, and even her dog, Max. They all smiled and waved at her, conveying a sense of welcome and peace. "Eliana," her grandmother said in a gentle voice, "we are here to guide you. Do not be afraid. This is just the beginning of a new journey." Eliana felt a wave of unconditional love as she saw them. They took her to a space where they could talk, share memories, and express their feelings. She realized that, although she was saying goodbye to her physical body, the love she had for them would never die. While conversing, Eliana began to reflect on her life. She remembered joyful moments and the little things that were often neglected, like the smell of coffee in the morning or the warmth of the sun on her skin. Each memory was a piece of a puzzle, forming a rich and meaningful life. But as the light enveloped her, Eliana also felt the pain she would leave behind. Her heart ached at the thought of her family and friends who would miss her. "What about them?" she asked. "How will I leave them?" "Your love will always be with them," her friend replied. "You inspired them to live fully and connect with one another. Through your memories, you will remain present." With that revelation, Eliana felt a profound peace. She understood that death was not the end, but a transformation. Before departing, she decided to leave a message for her family. Love one another, live intensely, and never forget the beauty of simple moments. Suddenly, Eliana began to return. She felt her spirit being pulled back into her body, as if she were being gently wrapped in a current. When she opened her eyes, she was back in her bed, surrounded by her family. In the days that followed, Eliana shared her experience, inspiring everyone to value life and the bonds that united them. And when the time finally came for her to depart, she did so with a smile, knowing that love never fades. After her departure, those who loved her found solace in the memories they shared. In their hearts, Eliana's light would always shine, reminding them to live with love and gratitude. After Eliana's passing, the village where she lived seemed a little quieter, but the love she had planted continued to flourish. Her family, though marked by grief, decided to honor her memory by living according to the teachings she had always shared. The first thing they did was organize an event in her honor. They gathered friends and neighbors for a celebration of Eliana's life, where everyone could share their memories. The event was named Festival of Light, a way to keep alive the flame that Eliana had ignited in everyone's hearts. On the day of the festival, the village square was filled with flowers, laughter, and music. Everyone brought something special to share: photos, mementos that reminded them of Eliana, and, most importantly, stories of how she had touched their lives. The spirit of community was palpable, and people felt connected, just as Eliana had always wished. During the festival, Eliana's grandmother, moved to tears, recounted the day Eliana helped her make cakes for the village party. She always said that love can be savored in every bite, the grandmother recalled, with joyful tears in her eyes. The stories kept flowing, each one more poignant than the last. Sophia, Eliana's best friend, decided it was time to realize the dream they had always shared: to open a small community library. Together, they had talked about creating a space where people could gather, read, and learn. Sophia remembered their conversations about how knowledge could change lives and decided this would be a tribute to Eliana. With the support of the community, the library was inaugurated a few weeks later. The space was welcoming, filled with light and shelves full of books. On one wall, a colorful mural bore the phrase Eliana always said, "Knowledge is the key that opens the doors of the heart." Children and adults from the village began to frequent the library, not only to read but also to gather and share stories. Sophia organized weekly events, such as storytelling sessions and writing workshops, where everyone could express their experiences and emotions. As time passed, Eliana's legacy spread. The community became more united. People began to support one another in difficult times, and they celebrated the small moments of life. The Festival of Light became an annual tradition, where people not only remembered Eliana, but also reaffirmed their commitment to live with love and gratitude. And in every conversation, in every shared laugh, Eliana remained present. Her spirit lived on in the memories that people created together, in the light that each person carried within. Years later, Sophia looked at the mural in the library and smiled. Although Eliana was no longer physically there, she knew her friend had left an indelible mark on everyone's heart. The love and connection Eliana always valued not only survived but thrived, creating a legacy of light that would illuminate the village forever.